Debra do is right because we made it to another
Friday!
Yes.
And guess what? It's
What?
Friday Fest in Fort Pierce tonight, and you got to beam me up, Scotty.
Yes.
Something.
Is that better?
Yeah.
All
that
right.
is. Okay.
All right. Found your sweet spot.
I know.
All right.
Everything good?
Yes.
What happened with the Flagler house this week? You had a wedding,
Mhm.
then you had a cleanup, and then you had church.
Yes. I got everything repurposed just in time.
Were you
Wow.
and Tiffany up all night?
No, it worked out pretty well.
Scotty came
No,
to save the day.
no, actually, no.
They
ministers-
cleaned up real well.
They did. They really did. And the minister's son from the church that uses the facility on Sunday, he came, and his big job was to help us break down the dance floor. So
Wow.
So we took care of everything else, and we got it done presto pronto. And yes.
And how late were you up?
I was well home and in bed by midnight, so it wasn't too bad.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Not too bad.
So
Yeah.
then the next morning, do they have the keys to get in?
Yes.
So you didn't have to worry about it.
The church is pretty user friendly. Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes. It all worked out.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So you had a busy week?
Yes. And of course, we've been chasing down the virus and all that. And I know our guest here, Susie, knows a lot of conversations with the county and with the CDC. Pay attention because both our businesses, we come in contact with people. And
I do too.
Yes.
But
yours
I
as
wash
well.
my hands
Right.
with every client,
Right.
which is a great thing.
Right.
And I put Vicks up my nose all day long. No, because I'd rather smell some Vicks than have some germs coming in my nose.
All right.
You know, weren't you little and your mother shoved Vicks up you and
No.
you
No,
didn't
my
grow
mom-
up like that?
No, my mom would rub it on my chest.
She would rub
Yes.
it on your chest. My mom would put it up my nose and
Yeah.
over the top of my lip.
What's the active ingredient? Camphor, by the way.
Only if she had had the abuse hotline number then.
No, I was fine. My mother used to swab it down my throat.
Oh my
Ooh.
God.
And you're not, but
Ew.
yeah. And you know what? I'm a better person today. I'm here.
Well,
And I don't
So-
get a lot more, and I do that today, all those things, and I don't get half as sick as some people.
all right. Well,
I'm not getting any closer.
no.
We're sitting right beside each other. You won't get it from me.
Or me.
Yeah. There you go. Well done.
And I think it's more, let me introduce Susie Hutchinson.
Please.
And she's with the Kiwanis Club tonight, and she has a special partner that
Mhm.
doesn't want to get on the air with us
No,
tonight.
but I can always activate her microphone if she ever
Yes.
feels so inclined.
But her
And-
name is Janice Brady.
Yes. A lovely lady.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
let's go with Susie
Yes.
and Kiwanis Club. And there's a big doing tomorrow
There's
morning.
something that we need to know about for tomorrow, right? Tomorrow breakfast. We'll be there, right?
You better be there.
I'll be there.
Are we
All of
doing?
you.
Are we
All of
doing
you.
pancakes in animal forms?
We are having tomorrow the Kiwanis Pancakes and Reading in the Park.
Mm-hmm.
It is a celebration of Dr. Seuss's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And we will be having pancakes and sausage and green eggs and ham.
Nice.
Wonderful.
So, and juice, of course, and
Of course,
coffee and all
yeah.
those other things you're supposed to have.
Right.
But you have to come early
Yes.
because the green eggs and ham are gone pretty quickly,
Mm.
especially, when the kids are coming in because that's what they want.
Yeah.
But it is tomorrow. We've been doing this for well over 20 years. And we have the best time. The Kiwanis Club, the Keith Club kids, and some of the builders clubs from the high schools and middle schools come and help.
Right.
And the whole idea is to give the community an opportunity to come out and find out what we do. But more importantly, the importance of reading to your children is becoming more and more and more, out there, that the more words a child hears, the more times they hear those words, and the more engaged a parent or an adult is with the child with that, the smarter they're going to be, the more they're going to be ready either for kindergarten or continuing in school. So we're very excited about the fact that we'll have reading groups. We've actually got some celebrities.
Celebrity readers.
Wonderful.
Yes.
I remember growing up, my mom and dad read to me all the time, and we had bedtime stories.
We did too.
And then it got to a generation where that didn't happen anymore. People didn't read to their kids. They were too busy. They were too busy either with sports or this, and then put them to bed. And they didn't spend that quality time.
Well, it's that. And when you think about it, when I was growing up, my mother didn't work. My mother didn't work until my dad was in the service. So we moved around a bit. But right now, the families that we work with in my other life, many of those families are working 2 and sometimes 3 jobs.
Yes.
Yeah.
And many times they don't get home until 6 or 7 o'clock. They've got to make sure dinner's done. If they have other kids, they've got to make sure homework's done.
Right.
Or take
And
them to
then,
sporting outings.
Whatever, I was
Right.
telling you earlier, my one grandson is on 4 different teams.
Wow.
And so it's really, really busy for my daughter. But I it's harder and harder, I think, for families to have that time together, to have dinner together, to read before you go, before good night stories,
Right.
or just to encourage your children as they get older to read. At one point in time, my one grandson read all of the Harry Potter books. And I said, what about the words you didn't know? And he said, well, I'd read ahead a couple of sentences and I could usually figure it out, or I'd look it up.
Yeah.
But that was when he was about 10 or 11. He's 14 now, and sports are his major thought.
Cool.
That's wonderful.
So,
Yes.
but
What's his favorite sport?
I think baseball is actually
for
his
him. All right.
favorite.
Man
I
after
thought
my
you
own
would
heart.
like
That's
that.
right.
I
Yeah,
just
Frank's
realized
Yeah.
that.
Big ear to ear.
Hopefully he's a Tiger fan.
Well, we'll see. Yeah.
He's right now looking at 14. He's thinking about colleges, and of course, I've told him Florida State has the best baseball team. But yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He's also looking at Notre Dame.
You know,
so what can
whatever
I say?
whatever school he gets
Yes.
into will be the best school for him.
Right.
Absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely.
Florida,
And-
Florida Southern has a good team too, by the way.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they're up in Lakeland,
Right.
not too far.
Right. He could work part time at
And
Publix.
you know, the first spring training game the Detroit Tigers play is against Florida Southern.
And who won?
What doesn't it? I don't even know if they keep track of that, but it's spring training.
Oh,
But
right.
The point being is
They
get
play the high school kids.
I think that's
the college,
hysterical. Yeah, the
college.
college. Yeah.
Yeah. So so it gives these kids an opportunity to see.
See what the real world is like.
And
Yeah.
maybe they want to get into the farm system, but
Mhm.
it gives them a look at what the big leagues are like and with that whole experience. What a cool thing that the Tigers do.
I think that's great. What a great group of people.
I think so. Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
Now back to what we're really
Yes,
talking
that's
about.
right.
So,
We're talking about pancakes and sausage
absolutely.
and green eggs and ham.
Absolutely.
we will have an awful lot. We have a number of people that are coming,
Mhm.
both for-profit and not-for-profit.
Mhm.
They're going to be doing a lot of different arts and crafts
Mhm.
with kids as
Mhm.
well.
Mhm.
We're going to have a scavenger hunt
Right.
looking for painted rocks. We're going to have an opportunity for the kids to actually paint the rocks. We're also, the Boy Scouts are coming. I have no idea what they're going to be doing, but whatever it is, it's going to be fun.
Yes. Oh, yeah. They
Do you
could
have
probably-
any idea what they're doing?
Generally, sometimes the scouts may actually try to set up some sort of event area where they can either show off some scouting skills, or they can maybe create an opportunity for the kids to do something.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mhm.
But whatever, they'll
to
help out a
join
lot.
the
Mhm.
scouting community.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's always good.
Yes.
Yeah. We took the opportunity to produce borrow some produced music. So
We
in honor
are
of
going to
Dr.
introduce
Seuss.
the pancake breakfast with Dr. Seuss. How's that?
Right.
That's right.
Go, dog, come, and a man named Sam gave him green eggs and ham. He followed him, chanting, Sam, I am. Dr. Seuss is on the loose.
How cool is that? And you're going to see and hear much more of that tomorrow morning at breakfast. There's going to be some celebrity chefs there.
Dressed up like Dr. Seuss characters?
Well, Debbie will be there. She's going to help me.
Oh yeah, but I'm not going to be dressed up. I could wear my green hair and probably put an egg shirt on.
Okay, there you go.
Well, if you'll recall,
Mhm.
the Clausens come,
Yes,
Evie
yeah,
and
yeah.
Steve.
Steve.
And he dresses up
Eh,
from the Cat in the Hat.
Oh, very
Oh,
good.
wonderful.
And he does. He's very tall to start
Yes, he
with.
is.
So
used
he
to play
does
basketball. Yes.
he does an absolutely great job. And Evie as well.
Mhm.
So we'll have some characters there.
Yeah.
Good.
We will.
Everyone that shows up is a character
Um,
because they're a part of the team.
a part of the Kiwanis Club, which is
Yeah.
made up of a ton of characters.
Yes.
But what a great group of people. Frank, I think you've belonged even longer than I have.
Really?
But
I've
yeah.
lost track.
Well, I think I might be 2006.
Mm.
But what I have been so impressed with the club, and we also invite people to consider joining the club,
Yes.
is the total commitment that we all have to working with children.
Hmm.
You know, we have not only just the things we do like the pancake breakfast, but at the high school, we have the Key Club.
Right.
And most of our Key Clubbers either go on to college or jobs right out of high school. And we've also got the Builders Club
Right.
in the middle schools, and then the K kids in elementary schools. So we start from the very first, helping them become better citizens.
Right.
And they do so many different things.
Amazing. And I know Alex Ralicky was
Mhm.
talking. He works quite a bit with the kids in school.
Right.
And so we have a show on Thursdays, which is hosted by the high school kids from South Fork, the Youth and Government Program.
Oh my God.
Oh,
what?
wow.
If you've never listened.
I haven't. I would love
Oh
I
my
will.
God.
So-
These kids are amazing. And I call in a lot
Right.
because it's amazing how they keep up with the youth, the government and what's going on and how they critique it.
Yeah.
And they're right spot on.
They're politically savvy, and it's really interesting. It's history and all the things going on, current events are, they're kind of folding all these different things together and learning.
Are they nonpartisan?
Pretty much.
Yeah, some of them are. Some of them, if their kids, if their parents follow the Democratic Party, then likely the students
Yeah, are going to
Well,
follow.
that.
Right.
and the other is true for the other party. So it just
That would be the Republican Party.
I've heard of them, yes, and I suspect that's a big part of it. But they're at the age now, because these are juniors and seniors,
Right.
that are kind of blazing their own trail, and they are questioning. And the cool thing about what they're doing is they will actually argue for bills and different activities, and they'll have to learn how to argue them from both sides.
That's
Right.
great. That's
And
great.
you hear
So-
that on the radio.
Yeah.
I
That's
will
good.
definitely listen to that. My
But-
daughter happens to be a debate teacher at
Okay.
Clark Advanced Learning.
Right.
And so she's had an interesting time, because you're right, the kids at that age group now, they're really listening and they're
Mhm.
paying attention.
They are.
So
They
that's
are
good
going to run.
news.
They are going to run this country one day.
Mm.
Thank God that we have some younger people that are out there that
Paying
are.
attention. Mhm.
Yes.
But so circle back to the Kiwanis Club. So the students that Alex is working with at, and I forget which school,
I think he's Palm City Elementary, but
Palm
I'm
City,
not
yeah.
positive. Yeah.
but they're going to be contacting the youth and government students, and we're going to have them all here in the studio.
That's great.
Yes.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And kind of get their feet wet. So maybe when they get into the upper grades, they can maybe explore the
They
youth
can
and government
step into
program. Yeah.
those and fill those shoes. That'll
Mhm.
be great.
Yep.
That really will.
Yep.
It's almost like Sheldon on the radio,
Oh, Sheldon Cooper.
the TV show.
Big Bang Theory.
Sheldon.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's so brainiac
Mm.
and knows everything about all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, of course, the kids, while they're debating, they're having a conversation. They're
Right,
looking
on
things
their
up.
phone.
They're on their phone,
Oh, I love
real
it. Yeah.
time, Googling things. It's hilarious to watch. It's a lot of fun.
I have missed that one.
Yeah. There's only about 11 or 12 seasons, so you can do
yeah.
a listen back whenever.
Yeah. I sometimes don't get into TV till like
No,
1 o'clock.
last night was actually a great one because he was debating. Sheldon, the little boy, was debating the professor at the college because he was already taking college courses at like 10 years old.
Mm.
So it was funny, and that just came into my mind because I happened to turn that on while I was cooking last night, and
Mm. Yeah.
and he's well versed too,
Well, he's got good
and like
writers.
these kids.
I was going to say he's got writers, you know. But he
Exactly.
probably has
Right.
something to do with it.
Yeah.
You know, they wouldn't put a dumb kid in that show.
Well,
No.
that's
So,
the truth. They
yeah.
have to be quick on the ideas. Absolutely. So yeah, and the reading portion of the Kiwanis Park. So there's actually a library there, isn't there?
That we have the little free libraries there.
Mhm.
I believe we have 3 there, and Virginia Hill is amazing at
She is.
keeping that together.
Mhm.
And so we encourage kids to take a book, leave a book,
Mhm.
and we're over there, I'd say a number of times a week, making sure that they're stocked.
Right.
And that way, it's there are many families that don't have books.
Right.
You'd be surprised at the number of people you can go to their home and they just don't have them. They either
Right.
can't afford them or whatever. So there are a number of programs around town, but our Kiwanis little libraries
Mhm.
definitely help with that. And so and what we find when we do the reading at we have the big reading rugs. We have a
Mhm.
reading rug, and all of a sudden people realize that there are celebrities or there are people from the community, and they go over and start to listen, and it really does start to bring out that, and then you'll see some of the kids who know the words to the stories that they're reading.
Right.
Like my favorite is the Berenstain Bee book.
Yeah.
And so,
Yes.
when I can't do it all by myself, but when somebody starts to read it, I can get, bicycling backwards the whole bit, but you'll see some of the kids that already know all of the words to all of the books.
Yeah.
And that's kind of fun to watch as well. And they'll help each other. So, and we read
And that
from
gives
8
them
to 10.
a sort of self-esteem because they already know the book
Absolutely.
and say, "Oh, I
Absolutely.
need to read another book because next time
Mhm.
there might be someone here talking about something else."
And you can bet we'll have a bunch of extra books there tomorrow to make sure that as kids take the books, we can then, have a source to hand out more.
Mhm.
So that's something that's, literacy for kids, kindergarten readiness, those kinds of things are just critically important. And that's what the Kiwanis Club looks at, hones in on,
Mhm.
and does, we do the best we can
Right.
to help throughout the community.
Right.
That's
And Kiwanis Park has just really turned out to be kind of the jewel in downtown Stewart.
And Kiwanis Park is located right as you turn on A1A in Colorado.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So if people don't know where Kiwanis Club is or the Kiwanis Park
right.
is,
Mhm.
and it's a no boundaries park.
It is. We put in about 3 years ago, we added a playground that is universal. It's designed
And it's
so
one of the in the United States that they look at. I
They-
don't know if
they
you
do.
know that.
They do. And there are not a lot of parks. There are parks that have put maybe 1 or 2 pieces of equipment for people with disabilities, children with disabilities. Not very few people take a whole portion or a whole plot of their park and add a barrier-free or a universal playground.
Mhm.
And it's funny because it's universal. So many times you don't even realize what makes it barrier-free.
Mhm.
Right.
You don't even realize it.
Mhm.
But the molded swings, for kids that maybe have cerebral palsy or
Mhm.
something and need more support for their bodies, you see young children in them. You see babies
Mhm.
who, so it's universal. But it is so just and as you all know, I work with people with disabilities. So to
Mhm.
be able to know that there's a place they can go and be included.
Right.
This is an opportunity not to be special somewhere. This is an opportunity to play with everybody else.
Right.
And
kids
on a
don't-
normal level.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's just really I love to go there. I will also tell you that there are a number of people, older people whose maybe children have gone to college or they're older, like Ron Anderson and his
Mhm.
wife,
Yeah.
Ron Anderson and Barbara. They go there every Wednesday for lunch. And you'll see people going and just having lunch at one of the
picnic.
Oh, there's
covered.
picnics there
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
time.
But I'm talking about just people that don't even have kids. You have the birthday parties and all of that.
Right.
But it's just kind of fun to go and watch the kids and have lunch and, be outside.
Right. And of course, Ron uses it as an opportunity to survey the equipment and look at anything
Absolutely.
that needs to be repaired.
He has been an incredible playground chair
Yes.
or park chair, really,
Yes.
for a number of years. So
Yes. So every now and again, all of a sudden, a certain piece of equipment gets rebuilt and repurposed, and
Mhm.
ready for action again.
So does he come to the Kiwanis Club and tell them what needs
No,
to be
he is a
done?
member of the Kiwanis Club.
Right, but how does he relate that to?
He comes back and says,
Okay, that's what I mean.
either he has been there or the park committee's been there,
Mhm.
and here are the recommendations they're making, or here's what they've done.
Mhm.
Sometimes they just go there. He and Pat Grassick and a couple
Mhm.
of others will go there, and they just do things
Right.
that need to be done, and then they come in.
Right.
Hey, Frank,
Nice.
Yes.
could we do a quick shout out to the people that are probably at the park and hopefully they're listening,
'Cause they're
getting
doing the
ready for
doing the
tomorrow?
setup, absolutely.
I know Bob Burson's there. I know Nancy Johnson's probably there.
Mm.
Barbara Essenwein was there a bit ago.
They're probably
Chappie,
listening.
I'm hoping they're Chappie and Brandon.
Mhm.
So I think there's already we're over there making sure the grills are clean,
Mhm.
making sure that everything is in order so that we can start cooking pancakes
Yeah, because I'll be
early
there.
tomorrow morning.
Yeah, as soon as I get showered and dressed, I'll be out the door tomorrow morning. And I'll
At
be there.
5:30?
Well, just as quick as I can.
I won't be there at
No,
5:30.
No, but I'll get there and I'll help with the initial cooking, and then I have to move on to my
Other job?
My other job.
Mhm.
Yes, I'll be there. But and Debbie's I'm gonna tag team with Debbie, and she's gonna help me out. So
Oh, I'm not going to be there long either,
well,
but I will do whatever I can.
sure.
Okay,
That's
I will
all you
take
can
up
do.
for both of you, and I will be there about the whole time.
Aw, how
So,
nice.
okay.
Excellent.
Give me your name tags, and I'll wear them at different times.
We want to offer some ticket opportunities for the
Right,
pancakes.
right.
We talked about this before airtime. So we want to give out maybe a couple. How about 2 family 4-packs?
Okay.
That would be good.
Okay.
All right.
Now-
220-9788, 220-WSTU. Call in and we can do family 4-packs for the park tomorrow.
Right. So
Kiwanis
first two
pancakes in the park.
breakfast.
first 2 callers can get a family 4-pack of tickets. How's that? And
And if you have more, we might stretch it.
yeah,
And if you have children under 5 and under,
They're
they don't
free.
have to pay.
isn't that nice? Just show up.
Wow.
Yep.
220-9788. We got to go on a break.
Righto. We'll be right back. So stick with us.
Cooking with 2. They are making pancakes.
Great. I was wondering what we're going to do with all that syrup.
Brian, how big are you going to make your stack?
Well, Neil, I'm going to make my stack this big. How big are you going to make your stack?
I'm going to make my stack this big.
Whoa. Let's get cooking.
Yeah, I like pancakes. Did you hear me? I like pancakes. Yeah.
All right.
Pancakes.
And we got pancakes
We got-
galore tomorrow at the Kiwanis Park.
How about that?
All you can
Whoa.
eat.
Wow. All you can eat. And you can even get them in different shapes.
Mhm.
Yes, you can.
There you go.
And you can have blueberries on them. I don't
A
know.
chocolate chip.
You can have chocolate chips.
My dad actually used to use bananas. We'd actually put sliced
Oh yeah,
pieces of
banana
in-
pancakes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
We're not doing banana
No,
pancakes tomorrow.
blueberry. I'm okay with blueberry. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not big on chocolate chips either,
No.
and I'm not a banana person anyhow.
No.
Yeah,
But some people,
Some
they
some
get-
people are.
Yes.
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
And now is there going to be
Sometimes
whipped
you don't.
cream? Whipped cream.
No,
No.
Okay.
bring your own whipped cream.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
If you come, we'll have syrup, we'll have all of that,
Right.
but bring your own whipped cream.
Yeah. If you need it.
Okay.
Yes. Absolutely. But it'll be a great time. It's only $5 for a ticket.
Now we could do a lot of things. We could make an egg sandwich with the pancakes. You know, when we've just had both Connie fairs
Mhm.
and they've had donut sandwiches, this and that. But you could put the sausage and the egg between two pancakes
And the ham.
and the
And-
ham or the ham
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
eat that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of little different things that you can offer on the menu
Mhm.
here. It's all on the menu, but how you want to, you know,
Yeah. Put it together. Yeah.
put it together
Mhm.
yourself.
Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
going to be up to them.
Right.
We're going to give them blueberries.
Mhm.
So I think we did nuts last year. I'm not sure we're going to do that this
Mm.
year, and we're going
A
to
lot
have,
of people have a nut allergy.
and we probably won't take that chance.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And chocolate chips, and then it's up to them what they do.
Mhm. There you go.
Yep. And like I say, it's all you can eat. So
Nice.
Wow.
yeah,
And if it's Frank's a member, it's for Frank. I mean, it's free. It's for Frank. The FF is for Frank.
we've had to convince Frank that the 5 to be 5 and under
Yeah.
is just 1 5.
Yeah.
You can't have more than 1 5.
So if you're
Right.
55,
You can't be 5-0.
Yeah.
You can't be 5-5.
Got
You
it.
have to be 5.
5. Oh.
And that's
See,
it.
I worry about him because he's like that.
Yeah. See, I could double dip at 5-5. I could say I could get 2 helpings, right? 2 5s.
I'd
yeah.
like to see you
Yeah.
try it.
Yes.
That will be interesting tomorrow. You can see what people think about
There you
that.
go.
So
So wear a shirt that says 5.
Aw, I'm just 5. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. See how that works. Yeah. Probably not.
now besides that, you're going to be working anyhow.
yeah.
So it's
No.
not like that.
Yeah. I'll
So are you going to be flipping pancakes?
yeah. That's my plan.
Or are you going to be putting the chocolate chips or, you know,
Well,
the blueberries?
They've got this worked out to. I mean, how
A
many
science.
years? Oh my god!
Oh, it's a system. It
yeah,
is
it
a,
is.
and you don't ever want to suggest a change.
oh god,
No.
Ever. I mean, you won't get thrown out of the club,
no.
but
But you might get talked to. It's like
or not talk to one of the
Yes,
two,
yeah.
you know. No. Actually we've changed it over the years many times.
But when somebody listen, if somebody's going to take the time to make up a batch of the pancake batter, and they've taken the time out of their day, they're working, and whatever they do is just fine.
Absolutely.
So
That's always
does
been
one
my-
or two people make all the pancake batter, or is several
Yeah, it's
people make it and
every-
bring it?
the
everything is
pancake
teams.
batter is kind of a 1 or 2 person thing because we have
You have
we
to have
make the batter and then we
consistency.
have a huge consistency isn't anything we look at, but consistency,
What?
you know, do you like fat ones or do you like thin ones? But
So you have a
pancakes.
little
We-
like
we
a
have like
little
a huge
pastry bag,
mixer
or
and it- no,
no?
we have a measuring cup.
Okay.
And that's how we do it.
Yep.
And the people that cook, you know, it's interesting because you have to watch that the grills don't get too hot and burn them, and then you got to
Uh-huh.
turn them down, and you got to make sure they're done in the middle, and then we've got warming trays so they don't get cold, and then sometimes when you take them and they sit at the table, you know, the
Right.
person doesn't start eating them, then they're cold and they want more. So it's a very interesting morning. You know you have worked in the morning,
Yes.
but it's fun. And what you've got is we had 1,000 people last year come
Wow.
Mhm.
through. Now, I don't know how many, you know, we never know.
Well, that's at least 3,000 pancakes.
So that was at
Right.
least, I think we had to send out for some more
Mhm.
batter.
wow.
I know we had to send out for a couple of other things, but we're prepared to cook for, so please come out
Well,
tomorrow.
you know what's going to happen because we're on the air today, and
Right.
the events tomorrow, and because of our listening audience, our large listening audience, we may break your record.
That would be, thank you if you would help us break our record.
Yes.
That's every year. That's what
Mhm.
we want.
And we have
Okay.
2 family 4-packs.
Right.
So all you have to do is call 220-9788
Right.
and
That's right.
we'll set you up with.
Operators are standing by and they
Yeah,
look an awful lot like Debbie.
Yes, they do. And that would be wonderful.
Yes.
Yes.
Would you like for me to tell you who some of the celebrity readers
Yes.
are going to
Oh,
be?
we'd love to
Yes.
hear that.
I would
Yes.
love it.
Let me tell you that because
Are they local
they are
people that write books in the
they-
area?
no.
These are readers.
Guess again.
Okay.
There are some people. We have some good writers of children's books in our area.
Yes, we do. And
You
I
know.
thought maybe they would step.
No, and Julia Kelly, if you're listening, we will have time
Oh.
for you because she has written a number of children's books. And anyone else who has written children's books, give us a call on the number. Debbie, what was the number?
220-9788 here at
Here
the
at the
station.
station for the next 30 or 45 minutes, and we will make sure that we find some time for you.
Mhm.
But today, here are the people that I have. These are names that everyone should probably recognize. At 8:00 in the morning, we have Eula Clark.
Oh my
who is
God, I
the
love her.
Vice Mayor of Stewart.
Mhm.
And Eula shows up for just about everything that goes on in downtown
She
Stewart.
would be fabulous. She is so animated.
You
That,
think?
yeah. Well, we know, but people don't know. And I
Right.
think her reading a book and her being so animated would be phenomenal.
Absolutely. And she loves kids. And she's got 2 grown sons.
Mhm.
And so she's had experience.
Mm.
And so having her there will be really good. So 8:00 for Eula. And the
Mhm.
good news about Eula is she'll hang around,
Yeah.
but she'll usually have 15 other things to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
So be sure you get there in between 8 and 8:30ish
I
to
think,
get
I
to
think
see
that's
her.
when I'll come.
That's good.
And she'll go, Debra Harsh, how are you?
Yes, yes. And then we have Christy Lee Roberts, who's with the school board.
Mhm.
Okay.
She's there from 8:30 to 9. And I can't right now, and I'm sorry, I guess I'm getting old.
Oh.
I can't remember what she comes dressed as, but she comes dressed in costume.
Oh,
And
nice.
she is, she's very, very active
Mhm.
with the Children's Services Council as well as the school board. And she's amazing with what she's able to do, the knowledge that she has, and the commitment that she has to the children
Mm.
in Martin County. I mean, she's again, we are so fortunate in our community to have the people that we do.
Right.
And if that wasn't enough,
Oh, wait, there's more.
there's more. At
Mhm.
9:00, we have the mayor of the city of Stewart,
Mhm.
Mike Meyer.
Mhm.
Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, nothing but the best for
Right.
us.
So
No.
we have the vice mayor and
The
The
mayor.
mayor.
Right.
And so, and I will tell you that other people were invited, but already people had things going on Saturday morning. And some people have said they're going to drop by if they can.
Yeah.
So at 9:30, we have someone who's been reading with us for many, many years, as well as the others, and that is Eve Samples.
Mhm.
And as we
Perfect.
know, Eve Samples was with
with the
TC
new-
Palm, and
Yes.
she's now with, and I'm not going to remember the exact name of the company, but I will look it up or remember it before the show's over.
Okay.
But Eve is wonderful. Eve has a son,
Mhm.
and she again has always been, she served on boards of directors
Right.
as well as always been a real advocate for children. And then at 10:00, we have Steve Clausen of
Nice.
Colorado Pawn Shop.
Nice.
And he and his wife, both Evie, will be there.
Mhm.
But he's about 100 feet tall and
Oh,
is
yeah.
just one of the nicest people.
Mhm.
And they are some of the most generous people you will meet.
We
So-
have a lot of generous people in
It's-
Martin County. It is amazing. And they cross lines
They do.
with different organizations
Exactly.
to make the best for
Exactly.
everybody.
And, when we ask them to come, they show up.
Right.
Yeah. I think most time if you asked anyone, like if you asked me, I would show up.
Okay,
I
good.
do.
Well, we'll put you on at 10:30.
There you go.
I know you can't be there at 10:30, so I'm giving you a hard time. But it's really, and I think it's really good for the community, for the children as well as their parents who are there,
Right.
to get to know, especially, we're in the city of Stewart. So it's really good for them to get to know the folks that are kind of in charge
Right.
in many different ways. So that's
But
pretty
just to
exciting.
have the park there and know that this goes on and there are people that will help you.
Mhm.
And if you don't know where to go, just ask.
Exactly. And the Kiwanis Club of Stewart has an incredible partnership with the city. When we built the Barrier Free Park, we raised money for half of it, and the city paid for the
They matched you.
budgeted the other half. And that's pretty much how the relationship has been over the years.
Mhm.
And it really works well because everybody's counting their pennies.
Yes.
And everybody's making sure that they can do what, the city of Stewart needs to do what needs to be done for their citizens.
Right.
And the Kiwanis Club of Stewart needs to do what we can do for the children
Right.
of both Stewart and Martin County. So it's
And
a win-win.
the future of Martin County is the children.
Absolutely.
So if you don't enrich
Mhm.
and encourage and
Mhm.
enlighten the children, what future do we have?
And we want them to come back if they go to school, and we want them to have great jobs if they decide that there's another route besides college for them.
Right.
So
Cool. I'm loving
So
it.
I think we have to take another break, or are we
Pretty
close?
close. You see, watching me squirming in my
Yes,
seat,
I
right?
am. You're
Yeah.
like wiggling, like you have to go to
I
the
know
bathroom.
it. I know it. I get excited and don't shut up. So
No, we're happy to have you.
Well, the cat came back,
And we'll be right
wanting
back.
it known. He heard a crowd shout, "Go, dog, go!" Then a man named Sam gave him green eggs and ham. He followed him, chanting, "Sam, I am." Dr. Seuss, Dr. Seuss is on the loose. Miss
Make your
This big. How big are you gonna make your stack?
I'm gonna make my stack this big.
Whoa, let's get cooking.
Yeah, I like pancakes. Did you hear me? I like pancakes. Yeah, I like pancakes.
Who doesn't like pancakes?
Right?
Now, I never grew up with traditional pancakes.
Really?
I grew up with crepes. They
Oh,
were,
I grew up
Oh.
with pancakes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
pancakes.
every so often, my mom and dad would make them, and we'd eat them. But my dad made crepes every Sunday.
I
after
love
church.
crepes.
Yeah.
Yep.
My folks went out and bought the electric griddle, right? And yeah, so it was either French toast, pancakes. It was always something, and on
Right.
the weekends,
Right. It was my dad cooked on Sundays.
right.
And
My
so
dad loved to cook on that
Yep.
griddle. Yeah.
we didn't have a griddle. My dad just had the frying pan, and whether it was French toast or crepes.
Well, my dad had a family of 6 to feed, so
Right, we had
a
the four.
frying pan wasn't going to get the job done.
Yeah, there were 6 of us as well, but we used a frying pan. I mean, there were 6 total, 4 kids and 2 adults.
Right.
Right.
So,
Yes.
but we used a frying pan as well.
You
Yeah.
made it work.
And because I was the oldest, I was last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw.
But that was okay because I liked skinny little pancakes.
Okay. Oh yeah, you got this.
I got
Yeah.
the last to the batter.
Yeah.
But that was probably the best because it got to ferment and be set for a while, and it was probably a great pancake.
You're sounding just like my father,
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
but it was.
Very cool.
And you'll never forget that.
Well, you know what? It's kind of how I cook them.
And it was a family affair
Exactly.
on Sunday.
Hmm.
Then after that, did you watch a movie or go out and play? Or we used to in the wintertime up north, we'd get Scrabble game out, or we'd do something after church and come home and we'd be done eating about 1:00, and we'd spend the afternoon doing games.
Yeah, after church, I think sometimes there was Shirley Temple was on. We'd watch some Shirley Temple, some old movies and like that. And then we
That was on early Saturday
That-
mornings. for
whenever
me.
those, one of the
Yeah.
weekend days, and then we'd be outside playing.
I was going to say, I've always
Yeah.
been pretty much in the South, from that age, and we'd always be out. In fact,
Yeah.
they would suggest that we go out and
Right.
play.
Right.
Well, when you're in the deep snow and you can't get outside,
Hmm.
and we did in Pittsburgh. I mean, sometimes we made igloos and tunnels through the snow, and we'd go outside. But when it was really, really cold, we spent the time inside playing games.
I've not ever really lived in snow that I can remember. It's like
You're
I
fortunate.
get cold when it's under like 70.
Me too.
So
Mm.
I've been down here since 1972, and I got, like I said, I got 2 blisters from the cold last weekend, and it really wasn't that cold, but it was cold for me.
I had my heat on.
Yep.
Oh my God. I
Yeah.
love it. So you'll be firing up the furnace tonight, huh? 51 degrees when we wake up.
No,
tomorrow.
I don't do that. I'm in a block building, so if you're in a block building, it stays warm.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, if
Mm.
it's still cold, yes, then I'll put it on.
There you go.
It'll be on just in case,
Yeah.
in case I
Yeah.
need it.
There you go.
It doesn't have to come on if it doesn't get that cold. It
Right.
can stay right where it is.
And if it's 51 degrees, I won't be there at 7. I'll wait till 8.
I think probably a good plan. I know the Kiwanis Club of Stewart does a lot more than pancakes, Susie. Why don't you tell our listeners what else the Kiwanis Club
What
of
else
Stewart
we do.
can do?
Well, as I said, we have the school clubs, but the other kinds of things that we do that are not, they're just so necessary and so wonderful, is that in August, we'll probably ask to come back to talk about our back to school program. And we work with the guidance counselors within the schools, and we get a good list of people who might need school supplies, or actually, we're not doing school supplies so much anymore because very thankfully the United Way has taken over
That's good.
that piece of it. But we basically, each child will get a set of school clothes, a new pair of shoes, socks and underwear, but all of those things that you need to start that first day of school with and kind of feel really good about yourself.
And special.
And
Absolutely.
exactly.
Yes.
I remember, we would buy winter clothes, and I was in Tallahassee, and it would still be 80 degrees, and we'd have on our first day of school our winter clothes.
Mhm.
Down here, you don't have to do that so much. I remember both of my daughters going to school. First day of school was so important.
Yeah.
So we do that. And then at Christmas time, or at the holiday time, not just Christmas, but all of the various holidays, we work with many of the same children and some of the same families, and we help with. We don't do toys because so many other
Right.
organizations do
Mhm.
toys.
Mhm.
So we don't want to duplicate what anybody's doing, but we will bring 75 to 80 children
Mm.
to one of the department stores, and we will spend in between $75 and $80 on each one buying clothes, so that they again can start the next semester or have what they
A
need.
Christmas outfit.
Exactly.
I-
Whatever.
Christmas, Easter. I mean, we always got something new. to wear.
Exactly. And many other holidays. There are lots of holidays that other religions and faiths do,
Mhm.
have.
Mhm.
And
Hanukkah.
exactly.
Mhm.
So they will they will do that.
Mhm.
That we have it for everyone. We're very universal in our approach.
Sure.
Also, just in case anybody out there is saying, gosh, more than anything in the whole world, I want to be a member of this club.
Yes.
I want them to know that we meet on Tuesdays
Mhm.
at Southern Pig and Cattle on South Federal Highway. You are welcome to join us at any point in time. Just come in, ask for where the Kiwanis Club is,
Right.
and
You
can
don't
do
even
that.
need a sponsor to come in.
No,
Nope.
and see if you like us.
Right.
And if anybody would like to call me for more information,
Mhm.
you can call me, Susie Hutchison, at 772-530-6481. Be glad to answer all of your questions and get you to the right person.
Mhm.
Now, if with all the festivities that you have on the year, is there a website that they can go on to the Kiwanis Club, or are you on Facebook?
KiwanisClubOfStuart.org.
Mhm.
And we have a Facebook page as well, Kiwanis Club of Stuart.
Okay,
So
because there's
look
so
us
many
up.
things. If you have a child that needs anything, or you want to ask questions,
Mhm.
they can go on these.
They can go on and we'll help. Absolutely. And there's far more information on our website,
Yeah.
KiwanisClubOfStuart.org,
Mhm.
than what we can do, in a
And
show.
The photo album alone is
Oh, it's
worth the trip,
amazing.
right?
Absolutely.
Bob Burson is the quintessential guy for this job. He takes pictures for every activity,
Thousands.
and he puts them all up on the website. I don't know
Wow.
how he
Right.
manages it, but he spends a lot of time, and it's a good product. It is.
Right.
It really makes it worthwhile to go to the website and just go through all the neat photos. You can see all the neat activities, all the nice people that are involved.
And Cher Fisher is our
Yes.
current
Mhm.
president.
Mhm.
Sherry
And
Fisher.
Cher. Nobody more fun to be around, to
Right.
listen to.
Mhm.
There's nobody that has more commitment to the Kiwanis Club than Cher Fisher. So,
Right.
Yes.
so we're you'll just great opportunities abound
Right.
at the Kiwanis Club of Stuart.
Right.
Yes.
Well done, ladies.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Now, can I take a shout out to the church ladies?
Yes.
They have a big doings coming up. We have just enough time to put
Mm.
this on.
Okay.
March 14th, they have their big rummage sale at the First Presbyterian Church in Stuart.
Mm.
And it's on Pine Lake Drive in North River Shores. If you get on Britt Road and take a left, and you'll find the church. And next weekend that will be going on. Doesn't give me a time, but I'm sure it's like 8-9 o'clock in the morning, and
Till it ends.
I'm sure
Yeah.
they'll have some sort of food vendors there.
Yeah.
Or selling food, and come and get some wares
That'll be next weekend,
next weekend.
right? They may even come in and
They should come to the Kiwanis tomorrow for
yes,
breakfast.
and we can. If they come to Kiwanis for breakfast tomorrow, then we can talk them into going on the radio with us next Friday and
That's
talking
right.
about their event.
Exactly.
Sounds great to me.
Everybody plays, everybody wins.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's what our show is. Thank you, Susie. This is always a delight when you're here.
Well, thank you so much. Like I say, the Kiwanis Club of Stewart does a lot of really good things. I'm really proud to be a member.
Yep,
Tomorrow, 7 to 11.
Right.
I'll
Kiwanis
be there.
Park,
Be there.
pancake.
Be square.
Absolutely.
All right. Excellent.
Yes.
Yeah. Kiwanis Club was actually originated in Detroit. For a lot of folks
Wow.
that don't know that.
And how
1911, I believe.
and how long ago did I ask you when is the pancake breakfast? And you said I have to look it up.
It's tomorrow.
It's
And-
tomorrow.
And I did look it up.
Yes. So it's March 7th.
Right.
Is that the Ides of March?
I don't
March 7th?
It's my sister's birthday. I better say happy
Happy
birthday
birthday to her,
Sister
too.
Diane.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, ciao for now.